Tokyo, Japan. My name is Gary Verheller, and I'll be your host for what we call the Substance of Living podcast. Today, we'll look at what we call life's lessons. And I hope this will provide you with some insight, maybe even some inspiration to life's challenges. Today is Life Lesson episode number 1, and that's Who Am I? Socrates said, and I'm paraphrasing here, that an unexamined life has no value. And Benjamin Franklin said that one of the most difficult things to do, and I'm paraphrasing, one of the most difficult things to do in life is to know oneself. So the question, who am I, is not that easy to answer. When I ask executives that I coach, clients I work with, team members, and I ask, well, who are you? Tell me about yourself. Invariably, what I'll usually get is people will tell me about their job and what the company they work with, and they tell me that they might be married a little bit, very little about their family, and then they'll tell me about where they live. But I want more than that because each person is much more than just that. So if I was going to answer the question, who am I would want to share with people things that I'm passionate about, things that fire me in life. So who am I? I'm a percussion lover. I've always loved drums, even when I was a little boy. In fact, that translated itself into me being a professional flamenco dancer. And I danced for 7 years. And flamenco is percussion with feet and hands and snapping your fingers. I'm a percussion lover. I love music. I love rhythm all my life. I've loved to dance. I was voted best dancer of my senior class in high school. I love sports. I love what I call pure competition. And what that means is I want my competitor to do his very best, to inspire me and to challenge me to be better. Not to win over that person, because it's not about winning or losing. It's about doing one's absolute best and celebrating. If the other person wins, I celebrate their win because they did their best, and that inspired me to do my best. If I win, they celebrate me. That's pure competition. I've always loved that. I love being coached. I think that's why I've become an executive coach as well. Who am I? I'm also a friend. In fact, I think friendship is the foundation of all life. I'm a pretty good best friend, I hope. And I'm a husband, and my wife is one of my best friends. I'm also her lover and her boyfriend and her partner. And I support her and she supports me. That's what drives me. That's what motivates me. The things that I love in life. Something simple like laying outside on a grassy hill looking at the clouds on a summer day. I love warm weather. That's part of who I am. So your homework is to get a couple pieces of paper, and I strongly suggest you do this with pen and paper. You'll remember it. You'll retain it better. And there's lots of research that supports that. So your homework, if you will, is to write the question, who am I? And just start making a list. And then many times people get stuck. Well, think about what you loved when you were a kid. What you loved when you were in junior high school or high school. And things will start coming to you. I always suggest people take about a week and just carry a little notebook around. Oh yeah, and then write it down in the notebook. Okay, so who am I? That was a life lesson for today. And hopefully you'll follow through and take some notes on yourself. Because getting to know yourself will help you to be able to give your best if you know who you are. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed this episode 1 called Who Am I? Thank you for joining us today for the Substance of Living podcast. If you'd be kind enough to consider subscribing, you can contact us through Spotify or Apple Podcasts or connect on Twitter. Join us again next time for what I hope will help you navigate life.